Okay, so it's time for the weekly news thing. I still haven't came up with a better name for this at all, but I'm using my other camera, so it should look better. Anyways, first up to talk about is Infinite Crisis. Open beta has launched, and the trailer for it came out last night, and it was actually a pretty good trailer. They go through what each of the main Justice League members stand for. Superman being hope, Batman being justice, Wonder Woman I believe was peace. And it looked cool, it looked awesome. The gameplay probably looks nothing like that, but it still looked awesome. Am I gonna try it? Maybe, I don't know yet. I believe it's free to play. I'm pretty sure it's free to play. I think it's supposed to be competing with Marvel's I don't even remember the name of Marvel's online free-to-play game. I know I played it for a while, it was alright, but since none of my friends were playing it, I kind of just decided to stop, and, well, that's where that ended. Next up, the two stars that are going to be playing Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle in the upcoming Fox TV show Gotham have been revealed. One of them, the kid from Touch, whose name is, if I'm wondering why I'm looking down to my left, is because I got my iPad down here and it's really easier to do this, because I don't script stuff at all. It's a not so awesome review. I mean, come on, you gotta expect my news to not be great. David Mezzuza, that's how you pronounce it? I don't know, but the kid from Touch, I watched that show. He didn't talk in that show, so I can't tell you if he's a good actor. I mean, he acted alright, I guess. I don't know, just when I look at him, I don't think Bruce Wayne, personally, but, we'll see. He's young, he could be, like, the greatest actor ever, for all we know, but I don't know. And the girl, Cameron, I'm not gonna pronounce your last name, because the only syllable I can is Biconda. Yeah, anyways, I haven't seen her in anything. I don't think she's actually been in anything. She's supposed to be like a newcomer to the acting world, so hopefully they do good. I don't know how this Gotham show is actually going to be, because I honestly don't have any faith in it, which is good in a way, because, that means when I watch it, it could be like the greatest thing ever, and I'll be like, okay, this was awesome, I'm glad I didn't believe in it, because I don't have any expectations to meet. It's just some of the villains they keep mentioning they want to add. It's like, Bruce is supposed to be a little kid, and these villains shouldn't exist at this time, so we'll see how that goes. Next up, they finally revealed the full suit for the Flash, and this one website, which I have linked in the description for, and all the other stories I'm talking about. That's what I do. Revealed a plethora of photos, and I don't know, it doesn't, I guess if you're going for realism and maybe homemade costume, sure. I'm not saying it looks bad, it doesn't look unbelievable, but at the same time, I don't know what to expect from a live-action Flash costume, because we have never seen live-action Flash, I believe. So, yeah, if you like it, you don't like it, I don't know. I like the actor as Flash, I liked him on Arrow, so hopefully the Flash TV show will be awesome. There is supposed to be a crossover with it and Arrow, which, I would expect, considering that's where he gets more or less his origin from, not his complete origin. I'm assuming they'll, delve more into what happened on that episode of Arrow in his own show. But yeah, anyways, speaking of reveals, we got our first look at the actor who's going to be playing Constantine in his full, garb, I guess. I don't know, words. But yeah, we see how he looks like, and oh my god, he looks freaking amazing. I mean, he actually looks like the character in the comic book. He looks like a live human version of him, and that's what I like to see. It's good. It's good. 2 thumbs up on that. If you don't like it, I don't know why you don't like it. I guess you don't like it. But yeah, no real actual comic book issue type news is, because I don't know. I didn't hear anything this week, so there's that. But I do want to talk about, for the topic of the day, or the week, I guess, because these are weekly, not daily. I'm not doing these daily. There's no way, unless we get like 1 million views. In which case, I could do these daily. They would suck. It's not so awesome reviewing. We do a poor job here, because that's the name of the game. Anyways, topic for today is comic book prices. Are they going up? Because they seem to be going up, and there's really, aside from wanting more money or inflation, you could put it that way, there's really no reason for some of these things to be going at the prices they're going for. Recently, the most, I guess, controversial one at the moment is Daredevil. Same creative team, same artist, same writer, you know, it is a good book, it is a really good book, I do recommend it, you know, but they canceled the last run and just relaunched it at $3.99, whereas it used to be $2.99, and there's really no difference aside from it's a new story arc, and it's a new issue number 1. There's aside from that, there's nothing different from the comic book. It's not any longer. There's not any less, or there's not going to be like, oh look, there's going to be no ads anymore. We're just going to do straight out issue. No, it's not any longer. It's not anything. I mean, I'm not saying the book isn't worth $3.99. You know, that book, I'll be it. Yeah, that one, sure, I could definitely see going for $3.99 because it's well written. Its art is amazing. You know, it is a good book. But it's not a $3.99. I'm not saying it's not a $3.99 book, but why are you going to go from $2.99 to $3.99 aside from the fact that, you know, it's selling and you want the money? And I believe Daredevil is going to be part of the Netflix Marvel deal that they're making short, I don't know if they're like short 6-season shows or something like that. They're doing shows on there, a whole bunch of stuff. I believe Daredevil is one because it's going to be Hell's Kitchen. But the problem, I don't know, it's like, I feel like they're doing it for that just because, you know, okay, there's going to be more people wanting to get into Daredevil, just like right after the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer came out, the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 hardcover was gone. It was sold out on Amazon, it was sold out online, it was just gone, which, you know, it's a good strategy if you want to make more money, but it doesn't do good for the longtime fans who've been reading the book since the beginning. It's like, nothing has changed. Another book for this example would be Fantastic Fours. You know, it just ended. Issue number 1 and number 2 have already come out with a new one. It's a good book. I do like it. I believe it might be a different team. I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But aside from that, you know, same length. The story is alright. It's not bad. I'm definitely interested in that book. But why change from $2.99 to $3.99 when this book clearly leads off from whatever happened in the last series? I didn't read the last series, but if it didn't, then it wouldn't make the beginning of the book wouldn't make any sense. That's why it's like you're raising prices to make money, and that's fine. You're a company. That's what you do. And I know this is more towards Marvel than anything because they're the ones doing it currently. Relaunching a whole bunch of books, and many of them are getting the $3.99 price treatment. I was actually really surprised when Avengers Undercover came out and it was still $2.99. Pleasantly surprised, because that would be one of the books that I would actually pay $3.99 for, because I like the characters, I like the story. I would have, you know, paid more money for it, but obviously, you know, no one ever says they're saying, oh, you're offering me this for this much, well, I'd rather give you this much. No one does. If you do that, don't do that, because that's not smart businessing at all. But my point here is, comic book prices seem to be going up. I mean, there's always these anniversary issues or these special double-sided issues that are starting to come out more often than they used to be. Batman is a good example of that. There's been, I think, 2 issues, one, like, not even 6 months apart, if I'm correct, where it goes from $3.99 to $4.99 an issue, like for one special double-sized issue, which it's double-sized, so it is longer, so at least there's that, but they're starting to come out more and more. Like the last issue of Batman was double-sized. I believe the next issue of All New X-Men is going to be a double-sized anniversary issue celebrating what anniversary? I'm not actually 100% sure on that. Is it just the 25th issue anniversary? That's a reason to charge $1 more, make it bigger? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. It's my opinion. You can agree or not agree, but the fact is comic book prices are going up. You know, stuff that's coming out is going up in price. It's kind of annoying, but there's really not much we can do about it aside from not buy the book, and that would actually just hurt the consumer in the long run. you know, if you don't buy the Fantastic Four book or something, then obviously it has a better chance of getting canceled. And then there's just no Fantastic Four. Nobody wants to live in a world without the Fantastic Four. So, you know, there's that. And of course, again, going with what I said about them raising the price possibly because of the Daredevil thing, well, Fantastic Four, you know, the movie was just announced, you know, the new cast, Fox and everything, and all of a sudden the book goes up in price. You know, it could just be that they're trying to time all this to make consumers, or new consumers pay more and not realize that it used to be less. They're not going to complain. The people who've been reading before are going to complain, and yeah, that's just my thought on it. I don't really have much else to add to it other than it kind of sucks to see, you know, we're getting there, we're getting to that point where the last of $2.99 books are getting released. I believe it will last a few more years, but, you know, in 10 years, maybe a little bit more, I think we're going to not have $2.99 books. I think $3.99 is going to be, you know, the cheap, better price than $4.99. But who knows, I could be wrong. We could be completely digital by then, and that would actually kind of suck, because as much as I like reading comic books digitally, I like owning them physically better. It's, you know, the same thing with video games. You know, they get the option for a digital download. I like my physical copy that I can put in whenever I want and not have to rely on connecting to the internet or something like that. But anyways, that is the news and my rants for this week. If you have any comments on what I said about the prices going up or anything else, go ahead, you know, leave in the comments. If you want to check out any of the stories I talked about today, the links for those will be in the description. And, you know, if you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the fact that I'm using the better camera, because it's weird. I'm used to talking to a camera like this, because I used to do vlogs, but I'm not used to talking to the camera on a tripod facing me. I'm just like looking at the lens, like I want to make sure I'm not doing this the whole video. But anyways, yeah, so like I said, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, again, comment anything you want to talk about. If you have a subject you want me to talk about in next week's episode, you can go ahead and leave that a comment too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I will see you next week with another not so awesome news show thing that might have a different name because I did not name it. There's a cat. Alright, you gotta go. Goodbye.